I'm Angie Johnson. I teach K-12 vocal music in Wheaton area schools. For this arts integration project, I chose to work with the second grade teacher, Tressa Lanter, and then I also chose to work with the fourth grade teacher, Jody Johnson. We are all part of our arts integration team. Our overall theme for Tressa's class and Jody's class was Traverse County, so we thought, okay, how can we take things that happen within our own county and make that into a learning experience? And we came up with 2 great projects.
When we started this project, I tried to pick something that I already taught. The Native American unit is something I've taught. I really didn't have an arts component to it.
I do some Native American music in my classroom, so how could we connect the two together? So when she planned her project, I planned mine to fit in with hers.
So my students chose a topic that they were interested in researching about the Sioux Indian tribe and wrote a pretend letter to a relative or a friend telling what they had learned about the Sioux tribe. They took a separate sheet of paper and they did their watercolor drawing to go with it, and then we glued them together. So we had the writing on one side and the artwork on the other side, so it looked like a real postcard. Anytime you can come at the students in more than one way, they benefit, because sometimes you're not sure what's going to connect with that kid. And I mean, I felt like I covered social studies as well as writing, as well as inquiry. We do work on the art standards. For some of my kids, the art, the drawing of it was, they really shined in that part. In the music classroom, they learned about the music of the Sioux tribe, and they did a journal on what they've learned about the music.
For the fourth graders with Jody's class, I had them listen to Native American music. I had them listen for specific things. I had them listen for what the beat was, what the melody was, what the intent was, the harmony. They were learning how to be effective listeners. Did the melody go up a lot? Did the melody go down a lot? What'd you hear?
My second grade project focused on English language arts. We went and did a class interview of a person who lived in Traverse County her whole life. Bernice was our nursing home resident that we interviewed, and she was a wonderful woman. She has a memory as sharp as a tack. With the help of an author and an illustrator, we turned that into a story of her life and then presented her with that book at the end. Well, we thought it would be a good idea for Mr. Mike to come in. The author came in and did almost like a mini lesson with them before one class. He talked about how to elaborate and add more details to your sentences. The kids then went back and they would take their initial stories that they had started out with, and we challenged them to go back and change their sentences. Could you add more adjectives? Could you add more details? The atmosphere in the classroom was almost like electric.
We put her washing the clothes like outside. I got it. Jennifer, how about if we put her like this? Here's the dress. And then the thing like this, and then big.
With the illustrator and things, she taught them about lines. She taught them about a little bit about perspective and how when something's further away, it's going to be smaller. She talked about, some of those arts concepts and skills as she went along.
I thought this was really fun because you would get to add like lots of details to your page. I did their blue jeans and shoes the same, but their dresses were a little bit different. Bernice and her mother. Bernice's mother had 13 kids. With 13 kids, it was always noisy.
The kids weren't learning just from me. It wasn't just the teacher spilling things out. It wasn't just the normal hand out your worksheet and we're learning about nouns today. It was much more enriching for them.
Bernice started school at first grade. She went to a one-room schoolhouse. Bernice's brother walked her to school. She had to walk fast because her brother walked faster than her.
From this project, my students gained knowledge in art, in drawing. specifically drawing people. I wanted them to have the experience of it. At second grade level, usually write paragraphs, and so we focus on topic sentence and then detail supporting sentences. And they've been able to do that, and very successfully, in taking the facts that Bernice had given us and turn them into very successful paragraphs and little chapters of her life. We talked about music with her as well and what she liked to listen to.
And then I had the students go home to their families, ask what kind of music they listen to, and then we brought it back and we put it together, displaying the different genres of music, the different styles. I got a lot of interaction from the kids. It was kind of fun because it really sparked interest in kids, whether it, oh, my grandpa listens to this kind of music, or I heard this on the radio driving home last night with my mom and dad. I mean, it really got them interested and really thinking about what kind of music is actually around them that they're not even thinking of. It was neat for them to be able to experience their learning versus being told that they're learning. They were actually doing the learning. I thought that was real neat.
The kids were so much more engaged in the project they were doing, and I think they learned so much more from it than they would have from a standard elementary classroom assignment.
That increases their abilities to learn not only what they're doing that day at that time, but also opens them up for increased learning achievement throughout their day. And so I would say that definitely having the Arts Integration Project in these classes has helped our students in their learning.
It's been a great learning tool for me as far as helping me understand arts integration at a higher level. It's been good for the students because it's given them an opportunity to learn at an expanded level.
As a team, we all kind of realized that we had bigger dreams than what we needed to do. We focused in on more details instead of it being a big, broad, general project and having a huge umbrella. We focused in on just standards at our level. The kids absolutely responded so well to it and were so intrigued and engaged that I want to try and do more.
By doing more of this type of a project, we're able to meet all kids where they're at and make a connection with them through the arts.